Hi everyone, I'm Dan. Welcome back to the Rock Nerd Radio Show here on YouTube. I gotta admit, I'm a little disappointed with the figure that I just got, but we're gonna look at him anyway because I do think it is worth taking a quick look at. I am talking about the new Target exclusive Falcon Captain America, symbol of truth, whichever Captain America that Falcon was. But I am a little disappointed, while also a little happy. So we're going to go take a look at the figure, share some thoughts, and then I would love to hear what you think. Come geek out with us on the Rock Nerd Radio Show. So we are going to get right into this. I said in my intro that I'm a little disappointed, and I'm a little disappointed because I already own this figure. I'm going to be honest with that. I already own this figure. This was the original Falcon cap that came out in a 3-pack many years ago with the Time Modern Vision and a Kate Bishop Hawkeye figure. And it was great, except for the fact that it didn't come with wings. And at the time, this was the Captain America shield that Sam was sporting. So when the Marvel Legends team announced a new one with his wings, I was like, oh, cool. We'll probably get a new figure. I can't wait. And we're just going to throw him back there. And then I got this. This is the new Target exclusive Falcon Captain America. And the only things that are different on this is that the blue is a little lighter. The shield is more reflective of how he recently had a shield in the comics when he was, again, Captain America. There were 2 Captain America books a little bit. And, of course, he has a wing backpack. And this is really it. This is the same exact figure. It is not an updated buck. It is no new articulation. There are extra hands. He does have the open throwing hand for a shield, and he does have a I guess like a, doesn't have a trigger finger, but a hand that could hold something, maybe hold that peg on the shield. They are still using that same clip style on the shield, but you might notice that I'm having him hold like the shield down because of where the clip is. At least on mine, this is the only way, if you kind of, put it like this, to make this symbol make sense. It's not just a star that you could point any way on. It is like this. So if you have him hold it at his side or up in front of him with like a curved arm, you're going to get something like this. So if you want the symbol to kind of make sense, you are clipping it down here. And while the clip on mine doesn't have any stress marks or anything, eventually I feel like all the shields that I have get stress marks, and I feel like they really gotta find a new way to give us shields, because I really feel like eventually this is just gonna, you're gonna have a bunch of broken shields. But anyway, I'm gonna take the shield off because the real draw to me on this figure is the wings. And I'm not going to lie here. I've spent years trying to figure out a solution for wings for this figure. I bought a second one that I tried to customize and took extra Falcon wings and like kind of glue on under the arms, kind of like the way Vulture or the regular Falcon figure has. It didn't really work out. I bought smaller, like statuesque kid toy Falcons to try to maybe create some kind of backpack, and it never really worked out. So I really just wanted the wings, and I'm happy that he finally has these wings. And the wings really are the draw here, because if I were to go through the articulation of this figure, it is your standard Marvel Legends articulation. Head up, head back, left and right. It is on a ball joint, so there is a little wiggle to it, but not a ton. The arms, of course, go all the way up, and you can get them around the backpack. So there we go. I realized that may not have been on camera, so I will try that again. There we go. Of course, they go out, rotate rather, double jointed elbow, wrist that spins, and then of course articulates in and out. They are very tight joints on the hands, I will say that. Waist or ab crunch, back and forward. So there you go there. Of course, rotation at the waist. In terms of legs kick out, kick backwards and forwards, kick out sideways a little bit. Full rotation at the thigh, double jointed knee, boot cut, ankle, and rocker. So yeah, everything you'd come to expect on a Marvel Legends figure at this point. Really didn't need to go through all that, I feel like, but wanted to show it off. But the wings really are the draw. Now, just to point it out, it is a backpack. Oop. And sometimes the wing pieces, something fell off, which is, oh, I dropped a hand, but that's what it was. And anyway, the backpack here, there is a peg, and as you can see, it's not a round peg. It is, it has a shape to it. So when it fits into Falcon's back, the peg, the hole is also matching that angle. So you're going to plug it in, and it's not going to rotate, which is actually a very cool idea in terms of having a backpack. Now the wings can click up that much, so there's the, I guess, a neutral standing spot. You can go 1 up, 2 up, 3 up, and then 4 up, which put them way above his head. But they are on hinges too, so you can articulate these down. You can kind of have them over his head if you want, or something like this. I believe you can really tuck them in, so you can kind of make like a shield in front of him if you wanted to. You can kind of also, if you wanted to have him like stand with them perched, you could do that. He can lean on them. But do be warned that if you go too far on the joints here, the wings do pop off of the hinges, and I am afraid that popping them too many times might cause these hinges to break. As you can see, I'm having a little trouble snapping them back in. There we go. So I'm not going to go too crazy with the posing on these. There we go. I also do feel like they are a little high. They don't look perfect to me. I always picture Falcon with the wings kind of under his arms, as opposed to just on his back like this. And because these are curved, like I feel like they got a weird shape to them. Like if I put them all the way back here, I don't know. I feel like these are a bit of a weird shape. And then if I put them in like a position like this, they almost look a little too high to me. Maybe I'm nitpicking. I don't know, but I'm not loving the wing pack. As much as I wanted Falcon to have wings, I feel like this isn't executed in the best way possible. Now, I'm not a toy designer, so I'm not going to sit here and say that I know it could have been done better, but I have seen customs online where people have done it better. So I am definitely a little torn here on this figure. But just to get some other characters next to him, I'll grab some off my shelf so you can see how he stacks up next to some other characters. And here he is next to 2 other Captain Americas. Of course, I have Bucky Cap and Steve Rogers next to him. 2 other guys who are Captain America. The only really kind of complaint I have here, I'll move these in a little closer. This Buck is a little older, so he does come out looking a little shorter than your Steve Rogers and Bucky Captain America. Not that it's a bad thing, and this is a guy who doesn't have a super soldier serum in him, so maybe it's okay if he's a little smaller or something. But you can definitely see some height difference just because of the age of this mold. I've had this figure essentially, God, I don't remember when it came out, but I found that 3-pack like right when it came out. So yeah, they just reused this. So there we go. I'm throwing Falcon on a flight stand real quick. And this was just a quick overview of this figure. As I said, not much new to it. If you have the previous Falcon cap and you don't really care about the missing wings, or you found your own solution, then this might not be for you. I can't sit here and give this thing a glowing review when I feel like I've owned it for a very long time. And as I said, I don't think the wings are executed great. I feel like I should maybe go back and look at some comics as a reference photo to see how his wings come out when he is Captain America. I still feel like they don't look like this. I'm not really sure what the look is they're going for. I feel like this was a kind of a cheap solution to a problem, and they can charge a new price tag, a deluxe price tag on it. But yeah, like I said, not my favorite execution for this Falcon cap. It wouldn't surprise me if in a couple years we get like an even better version on an updated Buck, something like that. Maybe this was just kind of a place filler. I know a lot of these Captain America figures are coming out because we were supposed to get a Captain America movie this year, and we haven't, thanks to the writer's strike. So let me know what you think of this figure down in the comments. Did you get the first one? Do you just want the wings? I would love to know. And until next time, I've been Dan. You've all been pretty awesome. Thanks for tuning in. Well, there we go. What did you think of this video? Sound off in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Remember, we are making a push to get to 700 subscribers here on the channel. If we do that before the HasLab Giant Man arrives, I will be giving away the old Toy Biz Giant Man Build-A-Figure that you've seen on my shelf and things like that. So hit subscribe, leave a comment, hit like if you're so inclined, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.